Greetings everyone, please give a moment to make sure everything's set on up. Everything booted on up. Give me a moment to turn the live chat windows. And that's all good. And I think that's all good. Oh, disable preview on OBS, save some resources. And give me a moment to check my other computer. And looks like everything's good to go. So, let's go ahead and get started. This probably is fine enough. Yep, that should be fine enough. Up. Is my microphone working? Yes. Sometimes I forget to check that and it's not working. Greetings everyone, and great here. Another Company Heroes 2 replay. So on the north side as the OKW forces, we got Flash. So on the south side as the Red Soviets, we have a foreign name. Let's see now, we do have a mine build mines faster as well as barbed wire faster bolt in here, as well as increased suppression shock troops, so but he only has one doctrine shock troops. Howdy. Just started the live stream and this replay. Conscripts straightforward. We do have doctrine lock-in over here, special operations doctrine. So we may of course see the infiltration grenade and the Sturm officer. Looks like double combat engineers with the maximum bolt, and I was assuming people would go for tier 2 relatively early on. But that's simply not the case. Got double combat engineers and now into a second conscript. Up here we do have combat engineers are showing pioneers for these sectors. Sorry, I had to fix my mouse. Felt like the DPI was off. Kovagen heading down south for the winter. Wire, sandbags both being blown over here. Very nice. Fresh conscripts has arrived. I'm gonna go for the Volksgrenadiers. I doubt he's gonna go straight for the SWS half track. As Walton suggests, he'll go for counterattack tactics. A pretty good doctrine. Shock troops and KV-1s are both great access and 1v1s. Recon overflight's always a very useful ability, and not to mention for Mother Russia is a pretty good ability. B4s is more of a team game option, but it is possible in 1v1s. Of course, we got the guard motor coordination tactics, pretty much staple. Get the mortar, 100mm mortars, and the guards. I'm personally not a big fan of T-3485s. Oh, had a good Thanksgiving, yes. I just saw that comment. I actually had a bit of an early Thanksgiving, went home to visit my family a couple weeks earlier. That way, because I worked the Friday afterwards of the actual Thanksgiving, it makes it so I can work that day, let my coworkers take that day off. Plus, having an extremely quiet day like that is not a bad thing. Looks like I'm just trying to go for a bit of wire there. But they of course get interrupted. Conscripts behind some heavy cover. Combat engineers are negative cover. Volksgrenadiers should retarget towards combat engineers since they're negative cover. Have increased target size as well as increased damage received by 50%. Kovagen heading for the cutoff sector, but does get interrupted by the conscripts. Taking a good amount of damage there. Kuvagen could go down, particularly by the potentially retreat back. Schumpeter's had an advance, but got ripped apart. I think there was a bit of negative cover there. Drone Pioneers do manage to fall back, Volksgunners fall back, Kuvagen falls back, Volksgunners soft retreating, and may fall back. And we got fresh Volksgrenadiers here, full health, so they don't need to fall back. Yet. More sandbags now being built. Maybe the seam set now being completed. Either way, sandbags going on up. Volksgrenadiers behind some light cover there. Volksgrenadiers focus on the same target. Very good. Compensations and consequences also focusing down the same target as well. And also behind like targeting target unit behind light cover rather than heavy cover. Does not appear to be a flanking opportunity. Got 2 health or 2-man fire conscript squad here. He needs to retreat back that squad relatively early. And we got more Volks advancing in the heavy cover there as well, so getting ripped apart there. Both conscript squads fall back. Got this one over here, which can contest with the Volksgrenadiers. Though from point blank, though, some of these guys may affect getting behind cover, but he's getting hit by multiple squads here, so falling back is a good idea. Medics have been researched, very good. Pioneers have been upgraded, Minesweeper, very nice. He may have seen this bulletin here to build landmines faster, so, but it's still generally a good idea to go for an early Minesweeper, in my opinion, is the OKW. If needed, Panzer's still cheap enough to acquisition, unless the opponent's going for fast M3. But even then, I just don't really like Schumpeter's of the Panzer in general. But early Minesweeper, in my opinion, is just always a good idea. Since you can always put away, it doesn't harm your DPS. Flamethrower actually does less damage, if I remember correctly, versus the units in heavy cover. Not to mention they're spread out, so I won't see any bonus damage. Falls back there. Both the concept of advancing way forward is a good idea to fall back nice and early. Capture that fuel sector. We do have these Volksgrenadiers advancing. And got these forces pushing on the right side. Looks like got the guard motor coordination tactics. Guard motor coordination tactics, of course, is a staple doctrine. You got the guards, you got the mortars. Well, that's guard mortar, not mortar. Yeah, close enough. Guard mortar coordination tactics. That probably is actually a good name for it. I'm not a big fan of T-34-85s myself. For anti-infantry, I prefer T-34-76s, and for anti-tank, I prefer Su-85s. So, actuality, I don't really put much value in T-34-85s. Many players do, however. Mark targets always very nice, and vehicle crew repair is occasionally useful. Honestly, I just always use comp engineers to repair the stuff. Because why spend munitions of repair? We could just use your comp engineers who are probably not doing that much and get repairs. We do now have another guards rifle infantry now deployed in the field. Immediately upgraded DPs. They have enough munitions to throw a frag. Conscript squad taking some hits. Guards advancing some light cover. There's a lot of targets in front of them. Conscripts do capture cutoff sector. Currently cutting off nothing. Conscripts over here. Definitely to focus on that Sturm Pioneer together. Though if some negative cover, one maybe will tango with the Sturm Pioneer.
The enemy has cut off a sector.
Conscripts and Conventioneers push their way forward. DP's not upgraded onto the guards. Guards do fall back there. Sturm Pioneers taking a bit of damage. Conscripts. Oh, that's a pretty good group of them. I thought it was a good time to go for a Molotov. It does retreat early, pretty early. We do have now a shoe mine there. Sturmofficer deployed in the field as well. So we got quadruple volts from the Sturmofficer. That's a lot of infantry. This one has 3 conscripts and a guards. So there's going to be quite a heavy infantry play. Both sides going to have trouble pulling out any light vehicles. Maybe a good idea for the Soviet player to just go straight to tier 4. He will soon have enough for a T-70. Okay, player is probably going to go straight for a Panzer IV. Has nearly 120 fuel as well. May want to eye for the SW's half track to start eyeing deploy out the Sheer Panzer quarters to start get the tech going. Plus, an early Sheer Panzer quarter is always very nice to just lock down parts of the map. For bulletins, he does have Volksgrenadier bulletins, as well as a Sturm Pioneer build faster bulletin, which is a pretty good counterpart to this one. It says builds everything faster. This one says select things, but there's not much more Sturm Pioneer can build as Commandeer cannot. I suppose it can't build tank traps quickly, but Sturm Pioneers can't build tank traps whatsoever. Yeah, it's good enough comparison between the two. Commandeers do get force on back. Volksgrenadiers now get Veterancy 1. Soviet players going for a maximum for the amount of Volksgrenadiers in the field. Volksgrenadiers on the field. That's probably not a half bad asset.
Target captured. No enemy contact.
Point secure. Stand by for instruction. Caution! They have a flamethrower! Target secure.
Guards here. There's a Soviet landmine swept by the Sturm Pioneers. As Sturm Pioneers try to actually clean it up, throw a frag onto it, and detonate it early, and really hit the Sturm Pioneers. But it looks like he's doing quite fine right now with the DPs, but getting double teamed a little bit at the moment, and dancing around quite a bit. The Minesweeper was put away and camouflaged at the last moment. Oh. It will, of course, if there's no Minesweeper on the field, it will create camouflage. Ugh. He probably could have played that a little bit better. Bring out the Minesweeper, then retreat. By understanding him through with the guards there. Did not need to throw with the guards. So, the wipe of the Sturm Pioneer is not as important now. There's the guards. Does redeploy the Sturm Pioneer, he can avoid not redeploying the guards. You don't absolutely need them on the field. They're an excellent unit, don't get me wrong. But maybe a good idea just to tech up and go for T-34 Semi-6. Molotov throw. Combat engineers were also pretty thirsty for that bottle.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector. Fresh guards troops are standing
Excuse
by.
me. Maxim redeployed there. Commandeers immolating the Sturm Pioneers. Get incinerated. And sends incineration. Sort of lose him there as well. Not paying close enough attention. You have another squad of guards. He still has one squad of commandeers, so he does have a unit to build stuff on the field. Yep, retreat back the commandeers and start building tier 4. By the time that gets completed, he should have enough for a T-34 Semi-6.
We have an isolated sector. The enemy is
Constant
taking
push
what we
forward,
have
not
secured.
fully reinforced. There was a smoke grenade there, the Sturm Officer. Very nice. Volksgrenadiers coming through advance. Throws a frag on top of the Sturm Officer. Does avoid it. Then the heavy cover got destroyed there. Conscripts merge on the guards. Very nice. I'm pretty sure that it also does cause bugginess to happen with the conscript models to retain their poor target size.
Crews can now repair their own vehicles.
All those forces now starting to fall on back.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
Maxim trying to recapture the cutoff sector. Guards engage in the Shroom Pioneers. Shroom Pioneers have been re-equipped with Minesweepers. He may clear out a bit of wire there as well. More conscripts push way forward. Maxim as well. Good heavy cover here from Utilize. Good heavy here, but some of it's quite damaged. You can always go to the other set of heavy cover.
We are losing territory.
Guards, easy way to push back the Kubelwagen. Maxim does not get the heavy cover there. It goes for some light cover. From supporting those units there. Maxim is reset up over here. Should immediately just retarget. Don't worry about taking time to reposition. Throws Incendiary Grenade, throws a Molotov. If he backs out of cover, he will get suppressed. This cover here may get immolated. Maxim redeployed right there, covering that road.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture
Conscripts
our
firing
territory.
some shots across the pond.
Supply lines have been cut.
Howdy. Conscripts do advance to some good heavy cover there.
Supplies.
And the other one looks like as well. Throws Incendiary Grenade. And that will destroy the sandbags maybe this time. Kubelwagen push along the flank. Sandbags do get destroyed. The other sandbags still healthy enough. We do now have the sheer Panzer authorization has been authorized. Pretty close on field for Panzer IV. Has access to the kind of work on the field. He did have 2 combat engineers. He lost it. He lost the flamethrower squad. Conscripts do fall back there. His opener was conscript, combat engineer, conscript, and did not build tier 2 immediately. He had 3 conscripts, 1 guard, which he had to replace this guards as well, and then he went for a Maxim. He went for the Maxim before the second guard. Both sides lost quite a bit of stuff so far. Smoke grenade has been thrown. Conscripts eyeing for potentially a Molotov. But that's going to hurt. Mostly him. Conscripts push forward. Maxim here. Maxim redeployed. Maxim retreats. He throws Sim6 on the build queue, as well as this gun to shoot those tanks. All these forces are slightly damaged. Kubelwagen retreating on back. Does have extra 1, so we can always use detection mode. Guards pushing along the flank. And now we've got a OKW Panzer IV on the build queue. Infiltration grenades on units in negative cover. Got a fair amount of damage there. T-476 cast main cannon. And that one just got upgraded with MP40s, not MP40s, STG-44s, and did not get wiped out there. Could have sworn it was going to get wiped. But cannon warfare inside this garrison. Thing is, well, I'm pretty sure one well-placed shot could destroy this garrison, so having cannon warfare inside this garrison, don't think it's a good. It is advisable. Maxim setting on up for maximum firepower. Panzer on the field. Could go for T-485. I will understand T-485. I just find T-485 gun not very reliable, so it should be a bit of RNG fest versus the Panzer IV. So, and who knows how that'll go. I think it is more weighted towards the T-485, but it's still RNG-ish. Conscripts retreat along the flank. They have AT grenades. Panzer IV rolls a miss. T-476 rolls a miss. Force fire ground there, unsuccessful. Forget Warfare casts not magic missile, non-magic missile, and does get 2 Panzer. This gun rolls a miss.
Has been destroyed.
Does get a pen there, so now I can snare it. Mistake of the Soviet. Titers tested that chasing is more profitable. Yep. In general, yes. However, when it comes to guards, maybe not so, because they only have 2 bolt-action rifles. That assumes that the weapon firewall moving. Ooh, good hits there. But for conscripts, yes, you should generally if they can fire while moving, yes. Conscripts need to fall back. They are too wounded. Don't need to risk that. Maxim does get immolated. T-476 engaged in the Voltrindiers. Guards could get a button, but they're pretty wounded. They actually buttoned there for a brief moment. Panzer IV can still stand a hit, so does that T-34. So both of these tanks are pretty bruised and beaten.
Taking effective fire! Squad back. Straight.
What do you need?
This gun could die for a light artillery barrage. Has some munitions to work with. Nothing too significant though. Probably actually a good idea to save the missions up to mark target. And Losey is trying to force fire the ground there to destroy that heavy cover. Very nice. Trim officer and Volks along the flanks, hitting that conscript squad. On Bower's sneeze.
Contact! Unknown force!
Hands 4 up straight forward, conscripts getting hit.
Combat unit ready.
Great hit there. Conscripts straight forward with very little health. They must be got hit quite a bit by the Panzer IV. Trim Pioneers trying to pick off more models. And the 30mm mortar rolls miss. Good stun there. This gun pens. 120mm mortar. Of course, won't do much for the Panzer IV. Conscripts do fall back.
Fresh meat has arrived. Field gun standing by.
Prepare for combat!
Volksgrenadiers moving around. Got the Obstlassen advancing. Yep, Concept have enough veterancy for flare mines, yeah. I say the flare mine is like one of the best veterancy 1 builders in the game. It is so useful. Sometimes I just spam this build out whenever I can, and for against some players, it rips them apart. Got a not mine, Soviet landmine here. But yeah, it is probably a good idea to keep a healthy amount of missions for marked target when you need it. But in this case, he has a good amount of missions.
You're ready. Send orders. Fire on that infantry!
Rolls a miss there.
Grenadier, under attack!
Obstlassen has been upgraded as well as deployed. So we got 6 infantry units here for the auxiliary player. That's probably a little bit too much. He's going to have trouble with manpower. He keeps himself reinforced. He is going to have enough fuel for another Panzer IV, but he will not have enough manpower. And after reinforcements, probably will not have enough manpower there. I think he has too much infantry on the field. Though he's doing quite well against the conscripts, so if he doesn't want another tank, it will be effective. However, I do think another Panzer IV would be a good idea. This gun fires away, but does get avoided. We can work for some re-secured. Panzer IV push away forward. We've got an Su-85 on the field as well. Oh, enjoy.
Command half charge has been
Hands 4 rotating around. T476 needs some repairs. He has the vehicle crew repairs, so he has mission spent on it, but the repair rate's also not really great. S-35 connects with Panzer 4. Mortar range a little bit short. Direct hit there on the mortar. Mine has been swept. Maxim firing away. S-35 advancing. Focus sight just got turned on. Gets a pen. Depends on skill. I'm pretty slow, so if someday I would play Koto, I use normal mines, less micro, more damage. True, it does more damage versus vehicles. However, a mine, was it 30 or 35 munitions? Flare mine is 15, so the regular mines can only hit 2 models. Well, that's going to hit 1. It's actually just as cost effective versus infantry as regular landmines. Howdy. Of course, the more micro part, I understand. Also, with that cheap nature, you don't really worry about making it well placed. Just throw it out everywhere. Even if a vehicle finds it, it means a flare firing up where a vehicle's at, still pretty handy. Does take the Kupavog there. We're gonna work for it gets another non-magic missile off. Does fall back, needs some repairs. Could use it for capturing in the meantime. Guards taking some hits. Once you get in the mindset by just spamming out flare mines when you have a chance, it is actually pretty easy to get. It's pretty easy to micro it. For example, if you're just saying, "Oh, capture this point," rather than say "capture point," say "build flare mine here." Excuse me, and then you can Q move off of it. Hold what I mean by Q move. That's the thing. I'm not sure how familiar are you with the term Q move. Holding Shift, order up a list of actions. It's a great way to micro. So just go to the mini map. You can see here. Just follow my cursor down the mini map. You can see you can capture this point here. Just hold Shift, right click, keep holding Shift, right click, and just queue up a bunch of capture orders. If you're going to do a bunch of safe captures, very handy. Another thing you can do as well is you can also do a mortar barrage, target location mortar barrage, and then you can hold Shift, right click, and then you can just move away after the barrage is done. If you hold Shift and then do an A move, attack move, you can do an attack move away from the barrage order. It's one way to prevent counter barraging. Flare mines are better, allow to spot territory, yep. And few enemies nearby. T4 or S285, so as the focus sight ability enabled. I think my mouse is starting to fail. It's feels like sometimes just not reactive. Shroom officer takes some hits. Hands for safe distance away. Much to the chagrin of the Shroom officer. We do have these guys all retreating there. I'm not sure why. S-35 is here. Well, I don't know how to speak Ukrainian, nor read it. I can identify the map, which is better than most people. Though, if you play a lot of RTSs or a lot of Order 2 games, you'd actually start learning the map quite often. But just some simple things of micromanaging of when you can micromanage. You can just queuing up a bunch of stuff, which is a very handy tactic. Useful in a lot of RTSs as well.
ready for combat.
I've played this game quite a bit. I'm also a mod maker, so I know this game a bit more than the average person. Mortar firing away somewhere. Those guys? Oh, framed a little bit wide. T-485 knocks conscripts outside of heavy cover, but didn't necessarily fully destroy it, just partially destroyed it. The cannon warfare gets a good shot there on the T-485. Conscripts find some heavy cover. Honestly, Katusha seems pretty good to me at the moment. Does get a good pen there on the Panzer IV. Mortar hits the Volksgrenadiers. Good attack there. Does take out the Volksgrenadiers. Mortar setting on up in front of heavy cover. Good shot there. Good pen there onto the Panzer IV. Conscripts may going for a Molotov on the Sturm Pioneers. Mortar. Yeah, get out of that garrison. You should not really enter that garrison with high explosives nearby. Mark target there. Main gun destroyed there. He's not pursuing. We do got a full King Tiger. Was not paying attention to that teching. Zis gun going to fire on the Zat tank. SV5 bounces, Zis gun pens. I'm watching my phone. Got it. Maybe I should make some YouTube shorts. Or pants. Oh well. Something I probably should be doing, but I think a little bit too much work on my plate. You had another Volkswagen falling back. Splashes down right there. King Tiger needs a little bit of repairs. Panzer IV still needs some repairs. It does have repair HQ upgrade here, and got these units being reinforced.
Back to full strength. Work completed. Back up to full force.
Volksgrenadiers moving around. King Tiger advancing. Grenades been thrown. T-476 gets a miss there. Received a pen there. T-485 gets a pen. Sends a miss there. I don't know why that feels like going to be a really deadly shot there. King Tiger advancing. S-25 rotating around trying to hit the King Tiger. Gets pinned down the King Tiger. Panzer IV over here. Mortar. This is a good spot for mortars to start running on in. I see a mark target. Mark target on top of King Tiger.
Standing by. Send the orders. We are at 200 points.
Volksgrenadiers firing away. We've got the guards rifles in the Volksgrenadiers. T-476. That force back the Volks. The Oakland player says a good amount of force in the field. With the amount of armor he's fighting against, another Panzer IV may be a good idea. Or a Jagdpanzer. Can't about the Command Panther. Got triple capture in favor of the Soviet player, 355 tickets. The OKW player has 174, so not too many tickets remaining for the OKW player. Making an advance over here. There's another thing on the Soviet side to keep secure at that point, but as long as the Soviet player has 2 points, he should be fine.
The enemy has taken our supply sector. Territory secured.
Germany, they have something called running water in their houses.
Marking and targeting of vehicles is now available.
Sandbags are set up. I am sweating like a pig.
King Tiger pushes way forward. We do have the conscripts here. Ziskan Veterancy 2, which does increase rate of fire and accuracy, but not necessarily penetration. King Tiger, that conscript squad needs to fall back. He's far too wounded. Next shot from King Tiger could wipe him out. Rolls a pretty bad miss there. Mark target on the King Tiger once again. Has 300 munitions, so he's able to keep the King Tiger marked.
Enemy forces are attempting to
King Tiger advancing. Gets a hit there on the conscripts. Handstruck hits on the T-485. Good mortar hit there on the Sturm Pioneers. Conscript squad looking over the board. We've got the S-285 missing against the... what's it called? Panzer IV. Sturm Pioneer did get wiped on out, so we'll need to get another Sturm Pioneer on the field to help with repairs. I don't think the repair HQ is going to be adequate enough. Also, it's not been activating anti-aircraft mode on the sheer Panzer quarters, so that's still flying valid. Good pens on the Panzer IV. T-485 gets force him back. Sturm Officer gets flanked and hit by the guards. Does spot into the Panzer IV, but is very wounded. The King Tiger's ripping apart. Conscripts are moving forward. Obersassen does decrew the AT gun. Panzer IV goes down, got picked off by the T-45. King Tiger falling back below half health. These forces getting hit by some conscripts. T-45 trying to hit these forces now. T-476 is healthy enough. Falls on back there. Gets a good shot there of T-476. Both tornadoes trying to get past foul stop. Handover connects. Engine critted. S-35 and to forward with the focus sight in naval. We're targeting the King Tiger. That would be great for the S-35. His veteran C2. It's a good pen there. Increased penetration, so it's going to be very reliable against it. T-476 still creeping away. Going to take some more. Pens also take it out. Dancing around does have focus sight turned off, which is fine since the marked target is, well, spotting. The cannon warfare hits the T-3485. This gun barrage on that of the cannon warfare. Does not get the crew there. Suppresses on the volts. Sturm Pioneer on the build queue.
Pioneer group is ready for action. Orders complete.
Panzer actually has been deployed in the field because a good shot there on T-476. Engineers, they're eventually too, so they get increased repair rate, and eventually they have the hazard removal package, which also increases repair rate. And there, yeah, Concept gets pinned, and the T485 is go on down. Pacifiles connects. AT grenade connects, loses the conscript squad. Soviet players double capture in his favor. Soon to be a triple capture. T476 backing off, has C3, engine repaired. Oversized and push right forward. Soviet players losing quite a bit, going for another T485.
The enemy has 75 points remaining. You appear suited for command.
Maxim does pressure mustard and gets smoked out, but gonna work for connect some T476, so it's falling back. S35 rotating around, could receive double Panzerfaust. It does. Maxim sitting on up. Those incendiary grenade onto the Maxim as well. Infrastructure grenades there. We got Brace Dirt here. Takes the Volks Grenadiers. King Tiger advancing. The Soviet player says captured his favor. Soviet player took a lot of losses, but he's still in winning position. He also has enough resources to go for another vehicle. Maybe a second S-285. Though going for another T-476 wouldn't be half bad, just to help beat infantry to help win the game.
We have taken the enemy down to 50 points.
Great hit then those Volks. They were salvaging the Zis guns, so they were very stacked up. AT grenade connects. Could have used inferior here. He had P and didn't finish the guards model. One joke. Yep. But right now, yeah, it feels like Soviet's going to get a nice victory. VP may lose this point though. A lot of stuff there. T476 could actually enable secure mode, prevent the point from being decaptured. But we may just lose the T476 to it. To those units.
We have nearly won. The enemy is down.
Yagpon, or yep, Yagpon's a push forward. King Tiger received the bouncer. He has enough munitions for another more target to be it off cooldown. We can work for setting on up. Got a cautious move there from the Jagdpanzer. Get some good pins on the S-285. These forces forward. Great hit there from the tanks.
Marked and targeted.
S-85, one more shot looks like it'll be going down. Gets a pen there. Consequence of advancing T476 and T434, 75, or 85 advance way forward. These prioritized our vehicles turned on. Don't focus on fires. You could have got these tanks and played Ring Around the Rosie. Germonster falls back, may get wiped out there. Going for another S-85, not a bad idea. Does not lose it though.
Su-85 tank destroyer ready.
Yeah, those games are intense. Part of me wonders if it was really ever worth it. If all the effort just win one game, eh. Does get a good pen there, almost down. It is possible. It is sort of a warning to win those games. S-5 claims a kill, guards and conscripts there. Sometimes it just feels like some games just like, oh, is it really worth actually winning that? But yeah, those are the good games you generally want to stick around for. Good pens and hits there. Guards trying to push forward to take after this point. Okaday player has, of course, 25 tickets. Looks as the Soviet player's going to have a pretty good grasp on here, but got enough fresh squad of Shroom Pioneers. Rep the King Tiger, Oversized advance with 4 versus 2, so gets all his combat bonuses there, or all his accuracy. Guards are nearly wiped out. Conscripts are still here. S-5 hitting the King Tiger. King Tiger's down to minimal health. They're going to work for connection to S-35. One more pen that King Tiger's done for. It is a C3 X35. The Anthony does go ahead and surrender there when the Opus also went down. This Android saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Oops, hit my microphone. Let's go into a 2v2. These names are... most of them I recognize. Should be fine enough. You're welcome. Yeah, don't, you can always watch the rest of them later. Always get some sleep. There's no need to stay up on my part. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Copy Rose 2 replay. Spawn on the left side as the yellow USF, we have Stannis, I think. Spawn as the blue USF, we have Omni Guy. Spawn as the magenta Vermok player, we've got Beautiful. And spawn as the red Austere player, we have Sky Greener. If the sky is green, something gone very wrong or very right. Three doctrines have been selected. We do have the German mechanized doctrine, a fun doctrine. Hopefully we'll see some 250 half tracks. We got the Recon Support Company. Give you access to IR Pathfinders and some various other assets. It's more focused on, I think, Sport Lieutenant play to say the least, because the Pack Howitzer, the Greyhound. Well, I suppose we can explore Captain with the Greyhound instead of since Captain doesn't have access to Stewart. And we got the Tactical Support Company. So if you want M1919s and Calliopes, this is your doctrine. Pioneers advancing to the not slit trench. And does wire it off. Very nice. MG42 advancing. Rifle Squad maybe will get a good flank here. He's pushing too far forward with the MG42. He spots a rifleman there. Oh, Red's gone for MG skip and going straight for Grenadiers. I am perfectly fine with that. Rifle Squad does get suppressed by the MG42, but he does flank the MG42 with the Rifle Squad here. At least his teammate did. Grenadiers engaging. Since he's focused on the MG42, he's not hitting the Grenadiers, so Grenadiers got a lot of free damage there. Pioneer may get wiped on out. Rifle Squad gets forcing back. Grenadiers took a bit of damage there. And not actually one, so can't get any medical supplies onto himself. IR Pathfinder's now pulling the field. Grenadiers advancing. IR Pathfinders only have one scope rifle, making them the least effective of all the light infantry squads in the game. Getting ripped apart close range as well. All those forces do fall back. Over here, Grenadiers in the center. Our squad on top of the fuel sector. VP not captured, and this is being captured with the MG42. Continue capturing the VP from the light cover. Grenadiers rotating around. We got the flammable barrel in the middle of the highway for some odd reason. I know I keep on wondering why maps are designed a certain way, but who puts a flammable barrel there? Going for a bit of tank traps there. Our squad does get suppressed. Rifle Squad rotating around. Grenadiers backing up to the heavy cover. Oh, good number of Grenadiers there. Force back the reaction squad, no problem. And the Pathfinder taking a bit of damage as well. Got an ambulance here. The ambulance is unusually forward. Interesting location. Oh, nice medical supplies. He's healing up his wounded 3-man squad there. Was it better to use it on himself or his buddy? And now since it's got interrupted, since it doesn't heal in combat. That's the problem with the medical supplies ability. It takes forever to cast, costs munitions, and it can be interrupted. The other Grenadier falls back. You have a Tether Mine here, which is very nice. Something may explode. Grenadier goes down. Good pick there by Blue. Captain engaging the Grenadier. Both the Thompson and the bars up and going, so that Grenadier may also be wiped out. MG42 firing, suppress both of the squads there. He needs to give stop order command to shoot that Grenadier. And we've got more right squads pour on forward. Pioneers getting overran. They need to fall back. He has a good chance that guy gets wiped on out as well. Does not. Something's building here. All these guys building a medical bunker. Or soon to be medical bunker. Red is now building a 222. Probably should go for a pack 40 after this. Oh, Pan's Grenadier. Grenadier needs to fall back and overran. Can't send your Grenadiers piecemeal like this. Keep this guy back right here, be on light cover. Do what teams you can if you're trying to push forward. I'll go send to get some LMGs. His teammates now building his tier 2 as well. Tier 2 advancing, hitting some of a rifling squad. Pathfinders be in behind some light cover as well. Grenadier is taking some damage there. Rifle squad advances some heavy cover, built some severe echelons. Rifle grenade there. The squad gets wiped out. Even though he's behind heavy cover, he was just... He had no guys left. He also threw a frag grenade precisely in one of those MG42 models there. MG42 itself does escape. Yeah, that rifle squad was just far too wounded. The heavy cover could not absorb enough damage for him. Fresh 2-2 on the pulling field by Magenta. Captain behind some good heavy cover there. Ambulance here. AT gun connects onto the 2-2. Blue is of course gun for Captain. Yellow's also gun for Captain. And now I have another doctrine selection, or the same doctrine. We've got German mechanized also. Interesting to see double German mechanized. I was not expecting that. I don't think German mechanized complements German mechanized. Good hit down the Captain, but getting overran in general. You can manage that better. Good play with both officers. Are you trying to go to sleep? I thought you were trying to get some sleep. Good shot there on the 2-2. Oh wait, no, you're a different person with a similar name scheme. My apologies. I just see foreign name. Sorry about that. I had to take a close look at your name. They're both in foreign. Both in foreign, both the profile picture has a bit of purple in it. Officer falling in back, Grenadier is firing away. Grenadier's getting overran, and of course, Sniper can't really stop this blob. Does fall back there. Pack 40 falling back. More Grenadiers straight forward. 2-2 advancing. Two falling back. Pioneers could repair it. Up north, we do have the MG42 getting suppressed another rifleman. Howdy. Minesweeper here, quad half-track firing away. I hear a pack howitzer. We got a looks like a what's it called? Airdrop combat group. I see 3 members live on it. I also see the paratrooper squad itself. So airdrop combat group. This guy looks like may have been dropped down south. Of course, on his flank. Paratroopers falling back. Pack howitzer may look too far forward. Color mine's still there, which could be a nasty surprise. Panzerfaust connects onto the quad half track, but can easily get repaired on up. Captain here getting some good damage. The Captain model is still alive, and so is Thompson so far, so getting some great damage there. IR Pathfinder is pretty forward, maybe trying to pick off that sniper. Problem is, the sniper needs to be at 40% health in order for its scope rep squad to pick it off. That's his own landmine there. Quad half track rotating around, got overdrive activated.
MG42 team is ready for action.
Pioneer does fall back there. Grenadiers now engaging that rifleman.
We are losing a sector.
Russian squad takes some damage there. Misses the sniper there, but did splash a little bit there. Air troops are now being upgraded with the M1919s. Two troops getting some great damage there on the paratroopers. Ooh, sniper down. I like the pack howitzer. Definitely my favorite indirect piece and fire piece in the entire game. That and the Stuka's Foos. It's a toss up between those two. This gun connects on the quad. Does a Sturm, does a Brumbar count as indirect or direct? Pioneers do capture the central VEP. We do have the Pathfinders advancing some good damage there onto the Pioneers. Oh, strafing run somewhere back here. Looks like maybe decrew the AT gun, the strafing run, not sure. Greyhound off one field. This telemine could shine really explosively where it is. First sniper there. Splash the sniper a little bit.
Get ready, guys. We're ready.
And yep, there goes the Greyhound. Oh, nope, takes a turn. I could have sworn the Greyhound's going to explode there.
Back to full strength.
Pioneers here.
This is it. Taking out!
Reindeers firing away from light cover. Our squad push forward.
The enemy is gaining a foothold. We are down to 300 points.
Get a splash damage on the Grenadiers. Sniper firing away. Sniper's taking a lot of hits. Does fall back.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Grenadiers and Pioneers push forward. Got a second. Nope. Still just one Pioneer for Magenta. Good splash out there in the Pack 40. The two now falling back. Greyhound flanks as the Pack 40. Russian squad of bazookas now flowing the field. And got... Is that IR Pathfinder? Or was that... No, that was a strafing run there. At first that was IR Pathfinder, but then I thought it was a major artillery, but nope, it was just straight up strafing run there from his teammate.
Have cut our supply line. Frontline units are
Panzerfaust connects. Grenadiers could try to capture up the AT gun.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Oh, cancel shot there. It's really not that great. I don't know exact details about the cancel shot, honestly. Never seen it used. Well, rarely ever seen it used, but I haven't really seen it used to great effect. Greyhound does go down.
Light vehicle just got destroyed.
So Telemine still exists, so it's ready to get some good work done.
Enemy is firing on our HQ.
Captain straightforward. One of the Grenadiers can hop inside this medical bunker, but luckily there's actually multiple MGs back here. Rifle squad and Captain straightforward. It's regular shot there. Looks like both these players now have a pack howitzer. Got some tank tracks employed out there, and there's also some smoke here that can block our vision. Grenadiers push away forward. Or backwards. IR Pathfinders, there's no bars on them just yet. We know he has bazookas, so he has access to bars for them. Rifle grenade fired. But arguments to keep missions high is because it's an IR Pathfinder. It can, rather than including munitions, it can drop some munitions. Or it can always just drop in some cluster munitions. And reaction squad can rip the part there.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
What have track straight forward?
Battalion just released a major for action.
Rifle grenade there fired, but he completely whiffed that. Yellow, it did lose its, no, it has still the reaction squad, so it can still be upgraded to Minesweeper to sweep that mine. Oh, bit of lag spike there. Maybe somebody did something. Magenta now has his tier 3 built, and Red is building his as well. Yellow does have his Major on the field, so we're getting some assets, or at least some technology for assets being put on the field. Yellow could go for a Sherman tank, has enough fuel for a Sherman tank. Has a good amount of anti-infantry though, so there is an argument to be made for Jackson, just get a powerful anti-tank asset on the field. Packhauser does get decrewed. Sniper straight forward. We got a short barrel Panzer IV being pulled on the field by Red. Very nice. I do like that asset. He doesn't have too much fuel afterwards. Pack forward trying to hit that pack howitzer. Gets a good pen there. Now that's a very well balanced gun. Pack howitzer does get destroyed. Very nice. Rear squad not upgraded with Minesweeper. And what AT gun could be focused on next? We got the Pursuit 3 Captain sprinting his way forward. Short barrel Panzer IV. Both of these players went for short barrel Panzer IV. That's interesting. I do like that. It's a good asset. It has a very powerful aura. Though, is it considered a powerful aura if it provides damage resistance? Because it's technically not technically powerful, as it provides the opposite power. Does get a bounce there. One pen onto the short barrel Panzer IV. Pioneers may get wiped out here. Oh, smoke round there. Very nice. He's going to force for the ground.
Enemy forces are securing our
Try to ring around the Rosie. Bold play. He has no anti-tank. Oh no. Oh.
enemy has broken our supply
Major there.
line.
Still forward straight point there. Bazooka still could get some good damage here, but I don't think it pulls any life-threatening anything life-threatening there, but does get a bounce from an AT gun. That was life-threatening. Takes a pen there. Anything grab grenade connects. Okay, he took a lot more beating there, but overall, excellent play there by the short barrel Panzer IV. And did manage to live it, though he had a bit of luck on his side. It doesn't bounce rounds very often. It seems like it already bounced 2 rounds this game. I thought that short barrel Panzer IV was going to go. Yeah. I was thinking at first it wasn't going to go down, then start taking damage, and I thought it would start going down. But then it didn't. Sure, I'm taking out one in the field. Definitely should follow these access players either eye for a Stug or Panzer IV. An extra Pack 41 hurt. Looks like Magenta does steal a Tiger gun. Unsuccessfully, though. Destroys AT gun there. Very nice. Cluster munitions. They float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. A very angry killer bee. Grenadiers do fall back. Trim tank getting repaired. Oh, howitzer. So how is it going to go? Okay, that was a horrible pun. I regret nothing. Rifle squads and parachute squads should forward. Grenadiers be forced on back. Does defense forward there. Possible rifle grenades location. Intake rifle grenade looks like it's firing. Artillery barrage. I think in the opponent's base. Was he barraging back here? But the mage has forward retreat point here, so not a super forward retreat point, but a point where he's not going to get barraged. That is perfectly fine. Safe retreat point. In this case, safer is forward. Good pens there onto the Panzer IV. Does fall back there. Calliope rocket barrage raining somewhere. Over here, hitting various stuffs. Howdy, sorry, I just saw your comment. There's splash damage there onto the Major. Sniper took some damage there. Yep. And it's probably not a good commander that you say, oh, both players go for. It's a good commander, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it's one that both players should go for. Captain and Rifle Squad does fall back. Jackson gets a pen there, needs to far falling back. He can withstand one more pen, that's about it. Has no ability to really threaten Jackson. Takes a pen there. And looks not paying close enough attention. Jackson does not get another shot off there. Sherman tank does take out 2-2. Looks like iron for no, yep, it is iron for Panzer for the Sherman tank. Too early, the AT gun just connected afterwards. That Tellermine finally got a hit there, but looks like it will not be killed off. You have to use Left 18 to barrage. Use Left 18 barrage it. I have no idea how precise a barrage is. First round. Range short. Packs on up, get on out of there. He used the vehicle crit repair, which will save him to left 18 barrage. I see he was parked right around there, so none of those shots looks like would have been dangerous to Jackson, just his crew. It also really hates this spot. That spot was really ugly to begin with, so it's definitely getting a makeover. Has no look, mom, no hands-off ability. The German mechanized, yep, none of that. Which means also no real munitions sink, so you can start spamming out your abilities, you know, and use like that. Yep, no skill planes. No loiters. We've got a strafing run for aircraft, as well as a recon run for the US player. But no skill planes in the form of loiters whatsoever. Captain may get wiped out, does get wiped on out. Great hits there. Rifle squad may get wiped on out. Calliope rocket barrage running somewhere. Calliope hitting the Grenadiers.
ready, and heavy tanks are now available.
We got a awesome for red. I disagree with that. They're fighting against armor. Panzer IV or Stug.
Armor ready.
Blue has a good amount of stuff here. Magenta has short barrel Panzer IV and a Panzerwerfer. Okay, teched up. Panzerwerfer can be nice. Don't know if it's a great option at this moment. He only has one pack to deal with one Sherman, which is not great. Does get a pen there.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Brumbar may have been a little bit better. Offer a bit more frontline capability. Not really a good counter to the Sherman tank though.
Taking 80 fire.
I do also have a bias towards Brumbars over Panzerwerfers. Because Brumbars are fun. Short barrel Panzer IV does take a pen there. Falling. Oh, the other short barrel Panzer IV does go down.
We have lost a panzer.
Went down right there. Captain hitting the MG42. Heard a rifle grenade. Hits the Major. Ooh, good high explosive shot there on the Grenadiers. Firing a rifle grenade onto the Major is really worthless, honestly. Cluster munitions. He does look like dodge entirely. Artillery barrage over here. Grenadiers are starting to fall back, at least after the defense aura from the one. Got it. This is a fresh paratrooper armed with Thompsons, not M19s. He lost the other one, looks like. May was the left 18. Does take it out there. Left 18 has 0 kills at the moment, so it wasn't him. Grenadiers do take a pretty good hit there. Well, we got a strafing run there from his teammate. Shot the aircraft a little bit late, but explodes the fuel silo. Sherman tank straight forward, loading up some. I always forget armor piercing rounds or loading up high explosive. Loading up high explosive. It's like, does it change the icon before or after loading up rounds? After. That indicates what is being loaded. Grenadiers straight forward. Our squad does fall back. Sherman tank straight forward. Gets a good high explosive round there. No real big threat. The Sherman tank does not have to fight against the short barrel Panzer IV. Can simply hit everything else. Left 18 going for a heat barrage over there because it seems determined these guys are pretty cold. Great hit there of the heat. Now they're very warm. They're warm for the rest of their lives. You know what they say? Give a man a campfire, they stay warm for the evening. Light the man on fire, they become warm for the rest of their life. Let's look at the quad. Haven't seen a Panther just yet. Yep, there's no Panther yet. Sherman tank straight forward. Short barrel Panzer IV has no real chance of contesting, though they're both 50% health. It's a bounce there, and that was even a rear armor shot it looked like. Good pen there. But here goes the short barrel Panzer IV. Pack 40 could be reclaimed. Sherman tank can withstand a single shot. That was a mortar. Calliope rocket barrage maybe hitting over here. Gets main gun short to crit there. The Calliope should save him. I don't see any Panzerfaust source. Don't advance it. Okay, the AT gun does get screwed there. Now you can go advance the other direction. Pulsar missions have been summoned here. Explodes a good number of units there. Takes out the rear echelons. Good hit there. Pen onto the short barrel Panzer IV. Pack 40 hits it. Rifle squad does take some hits there. captain, force back the mortar, make it decrew, does give me mortar there. And the gun itself was already at 0 health, so it got destroyed. Nope, yeah, no Panther yet, but I think a Stug or Panzer IV would have been fine. Don't think they needed Panther, but still. This Sherman tanks is sort of reigning supreme, and now this opponent has 2 Sherman tanks. And mass Sherman tanks is deadly. Though, it looks like the red Wehrmacht player is doing quite fine. Airburst surrounds the base. Vehicle crew getting killed on up. Oh, the game paused. I think the Allies has surrendered. Howdy. Yep, looks like the Allies had surrendered. This is Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Before I get started next replay, I'm going to take time to restart the game client, clear out the VRAM cache, because this game still bleeds the VRAM. Though it's not as bad as Universe at War. And in the meantime, I also can't speak. While it's booting back up, I'm going to use the restroom. Please give me a moment.
Sega.
My apologies, I am back. And depending on how long the next replay, this could be the last one. Starts in 2 minutes, starts now. Wait, I think that was the game I just did. We can do this one. Maybe the start in 1 minute could be decent. I recognize him, but this little throws red flags. This is probably more reliable. This one throws red flags of not sure why that happened. Could be assigned somebody using a cheater. Could be assigned somebody get matched up with people who they shouldn't really be matched up against. Things that sort. Granted, max out prestige does not give indication of skill, just make an indication of lack of skill, because let's be frank, somebody who does not know how to play the game won't do very well. And we had a game of me is like, that was a stupid thing to do. Well, that was a stupid thing to do. Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Company Heroes 2 replay. Small on top on the right side is the Blue Soviets. We've got Hoppy Lavar, I have no idea how to pronounce that. 21. And spawn as his yellow Soviet ally, we've got Olter in all capitals. Spawn as the red Okadoon player, we've got D. Marcus, I think. And spawn as the magenta Austria ally, we've got Bart. We also got a set of Panzerfusiliers deployed in field. He has gone for the Grand Offensive Doctrine, while the Soviet player has gone for the Advanced Warfare Tactics. Which is a doctrine we don't see too much. You get the full skill planes. You also get PPSHs. And of course some infantry repair never hurts. Or at least not hurts you. It makes your tanks hurt a little bit more by keeping them alive. So they would take a lot more pain for the rest of their life. Conscript opener for Blue, his teammate has gone for tier 1. Penal squad. This actually, what is he even going for? He's saving up manpower for a sniper. I say this is a little bit too early for a sniper. Commandeer is taking a bit of damage, but doing some damage here. Oh, that's the M3. He was saving up his fuel, not his manpower. Got it. Easy mistake. Conscripts roaring away. Red's going for another Panzer Fusilier.
Armored car has reported for duty.
M3 deployed on field. Panzer Fusiliers do have early access to anti-tank rifle grenades as opposed to Panzerfaust. So they will be able to defend themselves versus the M3 reasonably. Not necessarily guaranteed though. M3 deployed on the field. He could load the penals at the back of it. His combat engineers are up here, not being upgraded with a flamethrower. And the M3 unupgraded or unloaded, heading down south for the winter. As Fusiliers find way behind some good heavy cover. Grenadiers and Panzer Fusiliers hitting up north. Penal squad and a combat engineer. Let's see, it's sort of floated a little bit of manpower there.
Strafbat needs orders. We have taken it. Engineers ready for assignment.
Another squad of combat engineers now deployed onto the field. We do have the Panzer Fusiliers down south. More conscripts. More sandbags. Penal squad getting a bit of damage on that Panzer Fusilier. Penal squad pushes way forward. Both penals are here. They will have a bit of light cover to work with, but there's light cover here, and they're really outnumbered. So it's not going to go well with the Soviet player. Not to mention one of the squad's not in any cover. Luckily, the squad that's in cover is taking fire. Conscript now advancing to some light cover. Mortar raining on in. Gets a good hit there in those grenadiers. Penal combatants falling back. Kugelwagen sort of chasing the combat engineers. Not a good idea. M3 firing away. Unloaded still. Combat engineers up here taking a bit of damage. They do fall back there. Anti-tank rifle grenade connects in M3. Needs to get on out of there. Mortar smoke down south. Smoke smoke at the MG. Very nice. Conscripts and combat engineers up the way forward. Penal squad falls back before the VP's captured. Not really necessary to get the VP's captured at this exact moment in time. Grenadiers also chasing the penal squad a little bit there and got ripped apart. And the Grenadiers who fall back. Kugelwagen virtually won. Plenty of health at the moment. Panzer Fusiliers kept that. M3 has gone down. Gets salvaged. Down south, Pioneers getting some damage to the conscripts pursuing him. M242 advancing. They may be able to get him suppressed. Yeah, he wasn't even in any cover when the suppression started. Oh, and that wire there is going to cause him to take extra damage. M242 fires away and gets a wipe there. Yeah, I wasn't paying close enough attention. This area is completely wired off. He is... Mortar hits right there. Rifle grenade connects. That could be a dead conscript. I was not paying close enough attention. Good early victories here by Magenta. Penal squads pretty forward. Good flamethrower burst there onto the Panzer Fusilier. They're behind heavy cover. Not much stacked up. Frag grenade there. Eats it quite hard there. He was in light cover, not heavy cover, so did not take any damage resistance. That squad, no. One guy still remains.
Supply sector under attack.
Grenadiers forced back to the conscripts, so this guy could send get some medical supplies. Or retreat back early for his medics at home. Mortar came flanked by the MG42. Conscripts push right forward. MG's getting hit. Conscripts push way forward. Continue pursuing him, trying to force back the MG42. His Ural's on cooldown. PPSH is about to get popped on out. Does force him back there. Remember, though, the PPSH ability, not necessarily the upgrade, does give the hit dirt ability if you want to utilize it. Up north, Panzer Fusiliers and the Sherman Pioneers moving forward. Looks like Penals with PTRSs get forced him back. Not sure why he had Penals with PTRSs there. His opponent has only had the Kubelwagen, right? Yeah, it should not have gone for Penal PTRSs. That greatly reduced anti-infantry capability. You want to keep that going as long as you can. And even then, when tanks are on field, you still want to try to avoid blowing the PTRS upgrade. So that was a waste. Conscript with PPSHs are here. They could try Uraling the MG. If it's Ural these guys here, they're wounded enough that actually Ural there wasn't a bad idea. This is expressed by the MG42 or MG34. You know, it's getting some damage on these Panzer Fusiliers. And purple selected doctrine, got or magenta spearhead doctrine, so we got mortar half tracks in Tiga Panzers. Yellow still not have selected doctrine. Blue did get his mortar decrewed. Not sure where blue got his mortar decrewed, but that's a Soviet mortar right there. And this looks like a pioneer, so it looks like a pioneer managed to get the MG, the mortar.
Grenadiers reporting objective capture.
T70 on the build queue. Purple or magenta does have a Pack 40.
MG42
Be a great idea to deploy some telemines if possible, since he has fuel control. Another carcass being salvaged, very nice. Up to 146 fuel, enough for the Shirapan's quarters, has the technology for it. Probably should add the Shirapan's quarters sooner rather than later, but is not is going to SWS half track right now. He's sending straight forward. That looks going to be a good shot. With a backboard there, took a bit of splash damage. Does get a good pen there. Conscript straight forward. Conscripts Uro in the way forward. Here are some mortars raining on in. Got the mortar half track and the regular mortar. Hits the fuel silo twice. Conscripts make an AT grenade of. No, they don't have that research. Nor is it being researched. Grenadiers LMGs here. I think we're going to see a rifle grenade relatively soon. Hitting the half track here. Needs to be mainly targeted somewhere. Oh, wipes out that grenadier there. Got pretty lucky about that. Conscripts do get suppressed. Rifle grenade on those conscripts. Gets a good hit there. And the mortar follows it up. And fully pinned. So to wipe out grenadier and lose the conscript for it, I guess that's somewhat equal. Can't say the upgrades of that grenadier though. Conscripts were unupgraded. Does brace dirt here. The dirt is delicious, I think. Though then again, he was on pavement, so that's gotta be a hard belly flop there. We can over for Connexon T70. Looks like we got two T70s on the field. Not getting surprised, of course. He's behind heavy cover. We have the Commandeers. That thing does not need repairs. But at least he captured the diminished sector. Another Soviet mortar deploy in the field. Oop, the Penal squad got ripped apart. Just got overran by all these Prince Fusiliers. Mortars hitting the conscripts from his teammate. We have now Dr. selected defensive community tactics, so he has access to 150mm mortars. It sounds like here one. Yep, we do have one in the field. Flame Engineers getting some damage, but they're getting overran. T-70 engaging. We also got a T-70 here to engage. Combat Engineers trying to repair up the T-70, while the other one could use some Combat Engineers to repair up the T-70. Miss the conscripts there. We do have this Combat Engineer being forced them back. Panzer Grenadiers exploding the field. MG42 setting on up. Panzerk actually got direct hit there, if you actually pay close enough attention. Of course, Panzerks have been nerfed quite a bit since like the original release of the game. No longer acts as a nuke to the entire squad if it connects. Yeah, there was a point in time where Panzerks did full damage to infantry, 120 damage with a bit of splash. And during that time frame as well, the captain came with 2 bazookas at that time frame. And it's pretty easy for a captain to just run point blank, fire the bazookas, and nuke the entire squad. And now, Panzerks and bazookas can only do up to 16 damage if it gets directed on the infantry unit there. It's a good balance change. If it's anti-tank, it should be anti-tank, shouldn't be anti-infantry. Oh, conscripts are bringing up the T-70. May does pull off the squad before receiving damage there. Very good. Pack 40 connects onto the T-70. It may have been a force fire ground there. Yep, that was force fire ground. Conscripts behind some heavy cover there. Conscripts are on the way forward. And great mortar hits there, and the Grenadiers may actually get wiped out. Great hit there in the conscripts. He needs to fall back soon as well, or he'll see may get wiped out. Combat Engineers immolating the Panzer Fusiliers. Penal Squad falls back. May get wiped out there. Does get wiped out there. T-70 has an engine crit at the moment. Counter for setting on up. Combat Engineers trying to get some repairs. 120mm mortar. This is a great spot for mortars due to the big line of sight blocker while being very close, particularly the central VP. Good pen there onto the T-70. Canifer, good frag. Canifer is out of range. Panzer IV now pulling a few, as well as his teammate has also a Panzer IV. Conscripts firing away against the Pioneer. Good damage there. And one of the players back to the game. This one is the Blue Soviet, and his teammate does resign because of that. Zangrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Yeah, that replay was short, so probably have time for one more replay tonight. Let's see now. Seems reasonable enough, but we haven't done any Brits today. Let's see. Brits. This is Brits. And this should be fine. Yep, that should be fine. Oh, it's already gone. Oh well, guess no Brits today. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Company Heroes 2 replay. Spawn on bottom left side is Yellow Soviets. We got Dirty _ Stall. Spawn as the Blue USF. We got Guy Grisborn. Both of these players selected the auction. We got the Defensive Community Tactics and the Airborne Company. Spawn as the Magenta austere player. We do have the Storm Doctrine. We have Metov. And spawn as the red Wehrmacht player, we got Xander27, who's not selected Doctrine. Let's see, his teammate has gone for level 18, so maybe Doctrine not with level 18. Lightning War is always excellent Doctrine. Storm Doctrine, his teammate's already gone for that, perhaps not. And Spearhead. So, I think one of these two Doctrines is good. Warhammer Tracks would be nice, but I think Lightning War just feels better to me. Give access to loiters, and not to mention, not super great spots for mortars in my opinion this map. Still can be quite nice. Advanced warfare tactics is really cool, but it's one of the hardest in the games. Let's see. I think you talk about Lightning War. It's not really that difficult. Got some more wires from point of view, trying to wire off that tank trap. We do have MG42 setting up. We got some Pathfinders here. Out of range. MG42 is going to be nailing the reaction squad for the time frame. Pioneers do fall back. They took a bit of damage there since they got caught repairing. Not repairing, building. Bold fire there. Mortar. The early US mortar in the field. Gets a great splash hit there, and since he is packing up, he's going to try overrunning it, but got Grenadiers and heavy cover. His teammates' combat engineers could be utilized. Pass him over here, get a good flank. Mortar smoke there, but he... I think he saw the MG42 rotating over here. He thought he was going to be behind heavy cover, but nope. So when the mortars scout out wide enough for the smoke, so got lucky there. He tried to predict poorly. Combat engineers over units over there. Got some more wire and sandbags there. So it looks like he's abandoning the left flank, going straight to the center. We do have a tier 1 opener for the Soviet player, so it has a pair of penals on the field. Pioneers took a bit of damage there. Pathfinders, regular Pathfinders pushing forward, trying to hit that sniper. We fall back now. If I'm going for early sniper like this, you have no front line. Actually, when he saw that mortar in the field, probably should have gone for more Grenadier focus. And if he sees Pathfinder, he sees the mortar. He does not see a rifleman just yet, so he should rush out 2-2. Rushing out 2-2 will be incredibly effective at this moment. He has enough for the next battle phase, but of course a sniper is not good front line. MG42 needs to take time to set on up, leaving more Grenadier and lackluster Pioneer. MG42 flanking around, hitting the conscript behind or in front sandbags as opposed to combat engineers, but not hitting combat engineers. Mostly managed to get a model out of cover, so managed to suppress them. Pioneers taking some damage there, just trying to hold the line, but we'll get overran in a moment. Rifle grenade there on the... Actually, I don't know. Was that a rifle grenade there? He is getting flanked by the penal squad. Gets wiped on out there. More hits there on that MG. Grenadier's now falling on back. Got this Grenadier pushed forward. Pathfinders do fall on back. We do have the MG42 suppressing down the penal squad. Penal squad just going to stay right there. I think there's a mortar running in over here. Nope, it's running in over here. Allied barrage, so I think there's a barrage right behind the heavy cover. Lucy managed to throw a satchel charge on top of the MG42. Gets 2 of the models. The other 2 are quite wounded. Fuel squad heading to the VP and kept the fuel sectors while at it. I was going to have both fuel sectors at the moment. Grenadiers push right forward. Grenadiers getting some damage from that penal squad as well.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
Pioneers push forward. Oh, there was a teller mine there. You just swept it as well. Very nice. Pioneers do fall back.
Our superiors have given us 120mm mortars.
Good hit down the Grenadiers.
Light anti-tank guns. Engineers are ready to build tank traps and obstacles, comrade.
Wait, was that actually friendly fire? Nope. AA half-track advancing. Got a fighting position here, getting mortared. IR path or regular pathfinders here and hold fire ground. He's using them as excellent scouts. Very nice to see. Falls back over those units. The sniper could have stuck around camouflage. It was not likely to be spotted. Captain, decaptain, Central VP. Conscripts and penals there. Panzer Grenadiers and Roto Grenadiers flanking. That garrison's not good for anything other than MGs. He only has one window per side. Auto grenade into the garrison. Explodes it. Falls back. Something being airdropped on in. 50 cals being airdropped on in. Penal squad takes some losses there from the, or Panzer Grenadiers taking some losses from Penals. We do have an M5 here. None of the munitions get the quad. So it's going to maybe reinforcement M5. I'm perfect with the sign. Fine to see that. Penal squad advances to the garrison. MG42. You can pop outside this door here and be fine to avoid the MG fire. This guy does get suppressed since the guys are wrapped around. Flame half track now pulled in the field. Flamer half track. Panzerfaust connects. He's going to eat some Panzerfaust. Red does not have a Pack 40. So the half track's not a real threat. There's a good damage there. Can't really pursue it. Combat engineers can pop on out and get repaired. Incendiary rounds on this thing here. Maybe he's trying to start the half track or something. Maybe this guy was pushed forward. I'm not sure what he was eyeing. Eagle command squad now full in the field.
AT gun ready.
M1 AT gun now full in the field. 50 cal here. Oh, he's actually making use of the light anti-personnel mines. Very nice. Gotta really spam them out. Though one did get incomplete. Did load the penal back this. And the combat engineers? That's... No, he's just repairing. Does spot the beacon there. AA half-track advancing. Pack 40 connects. Bold fire turned on. Pack 40 fires and misses. Everything there fell back. Maybe because of 50 cal. Something exploded. Was there a teller mine there? There had been a teller mine.
7mm AT gun now deployable by air. Airdrop runs now available.
Well, didn't get a quad half track, but still a nice thing to always go to grab. MG42 hitting the conscripts. Penal squad flanks the MG42.
One of our fighting positions is sustaining fire.
Captain and Pathfinders can come for a nice little flank, but MG42 is already ready for them. Mortars raining on in, trying to hit this fighting position as well. Paratrooper squad. Wait, is it backline paratrooper deployment or is it frontline? Where are you dropping? Right there. A little bit too far forward. I was actually thinking maybe it would have been right there. Smokes with the mortar, very nice. Captain firing away. Rifle grenade not being fired. Gets hit by a nice mortar. Or no, it's not so nice mortar. Are mortars ever friendly? Never tried to befriend one. I think their personality's a little bit too explosive. Paratroopers finding behind some good heavy cover. Advancing. M42 here. Some more smoke there, but a little bit too late. Going for Thompsons on the paratroopers as well. Rifle grenade fired. Eats it. Needs to retreat back, in my opinion. M15 rotating around and getting some good hits on that fighting position. One more round should do it. He's using a barrage order. Sometimes if you just want it dead, give enough, but don't really care if it takes a little bit of time. You can always just do force fire ground. Very handy against bofers, in my opinion. Good shot there onto the M15. Holds fire.
Enemy forces have 300 points. None over here. We're losing a capture point. Weapon rack is now open.
US player has gone for his weapon rack, so can now bring in some bars.
The enemy, our supply line just got cut off.
The cow, Pathfinders, and Captain straight forward. And that Grenadiers were wounded, so the Pathfinders would do very good work there. His teammates' mortar rained a little bit short. And we got some landmines deployed in the field. More of the light 8 personnel mines. We have a minesweeper here. Rifle grenade fired. Detonates the landmine there. I think he thought it was a regular landmine because it still does pull out the animation for the TM35. So he probably thought that was a bit more explosive, but to destroy the landmine and the incomplete landmine as well. So, but that's basically spending what? 25 munitions, 30 munitions on, was it 7.5 each, so 15. So not very useful versus regular landmines. It is cost equal. Against PMD-6, not so much. Armor piercing rounds now loaded. Nope, that's first strike from camouflage. Press on the Pathfinders. Barfinders advancing on the flank. Does get AoE suppressed there. Panzergrenadiers now going to be engaging the rear echelon squad. Smoke there. Does get pinned down there. Maybe one of the guys were in front of him. Either way. Photo grenade did not hit anything since he already retreated. Oh, paratroopers go for time demo charge. Rare build to see. I think I only ever seen time demo charges on bunkers. It's such a rare ability to see. I always forget that exists. Conscripts got wiped out by all the grenadiers. Mortars running on in. Rifle grenade. Oh! Hits one pair of landmines there. They were too stacked too closely together. They can chain react. Yep, there's going to be a decent amount of those landmines in the field, right? Let's see. Oh, I found 3. That's a regular landmine there, so there's a good number of landmines in the field. Let's keep an eye in this area. Dishka does get smoked out. He has 220mm mortar. Finds a couple of them there. Full of patrols there. We do have the G43 upgrade on the Panzer Grenadiers. Mortar range limits wide. 120mm mortars advancing. Bit of wire there.
The enemy is trying to destroy a structure.
Oh, been a while since I last heard that voice line. I usually associate that voice line with your base is under attack, mostly through left 18s. 120mm mortars engaging over here. I don't know why, that's always a tongue twister for me. 120mm mortars. Good pen there onto the M15. Also missed on the M15. Mortar splash it there onto the Pathfinders. Thompson paratroopers there. We do have ambush Panzer Grenadiers here. Ready for the first strike. Does explode a little bit there. Gets the first strike. Increasing the accuracy by 50%. Throws a cooked frag. But does largely avoid the cooked frag. Guess didn't let him cook. It didn't cook for long enough. But then again, who on earth eats cooked pineapple? Pineapple is a fruit that should be just abolished from humanity and society. I hate pineapple.
Your crew just got wiped out.
Pineapple is a fruit that I absolutely avoid in any situation. Gives such a bad aftertaste. It just ruins your taste buds. If you eat any pineapple and then eat something else, your taste buds of eating anything is just ruined. And forward to hitting the Flame Engineers. Flame Engineers, since they're mostly focused around one weapon, so being inside a garrison for 4 weapon slots is perfectly fine. And it's also nothing to do with pineapple pizza, which also should be abolished. Damn Canadians.
Get ready, guys.
Oh. Lag spike here, a little bit early for that. Do one of the players back of the game? Oh, just a random lag spike there. Not sure what happened there. Usually that's the case of somebody backed out of the game, something of that sort, but that seemed a little bit weird to me since it's way too early for that. Axis players have a pretty good field control. Allies have tanks now on the field. Another lag spike there. I wonder what's going on. We have a Scot in the field.
All right, fellas. Final checks.
No, execution.
Katyusha now available.
It was invented by Canadians, so this should get made. Another lag spike there. Maybe if I were to pause the game for a moment to let it perhaps try to filter, sync up. Sniper alive there. Since he's not, I think blue may be lagging. Yeah, I think blue's actually lagging. Let's see. Show player stats. Sometimes you can see who's actually the host, but I think that's only the load screen. In the load screen, you can see who's the host by a little computer symbol. But I think all of these players are suffering lag spikes at the moment. Because that looked like a lag. I think blue's the host and is suffering from lag spikes. I think that's what's going on. I have a feeling blue's gonna be probably dropped from the game relatively shortly. Water. Sorry. It has saw a bit of a water splash over here as well. Oh well, it looks like the game's probably gonna be ending. At this current rate, it's not. I think one person's gonna be lagging out, and nothing much more to say. And that's basically all I had time for today. For one last replay. So, looks like that is going to be end of this stream. Sorry. Just gonna take a look at that. Either way, everyone, thank you for watching. Have a good evening.